I mean, this is the greatest country on earth, and Montana is undisputedly the best state
Absolutely.
in this country. I'll challenge anybody to that. Um, and I've lived in quite a few states, and just brief times and traveling throughout the military. I mean, there's aspects of them all that are great, but Montana is the best people by far. Um, just kind of, we still have that like frontier sort of mentality and independence. So we do need to, with our children, because I have, 3 kids, 20, 16, and 11. So kind of that spectrum. And I really want them, and we all need to set their generations up better than how ours is. And,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, previous generations seem to be very self-centered and self-interested and did not really care about the prosperity of the country and their grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
They're nearsighted.
It was very nearsighted, yeah. And so, now $39 trillion in debt, it's, they talk about, oh, we're going to cut a tax here, cut a tax there, but the spending continues. And
you have to do both simultaneously.
Absolutely, yeah. And, like something like Rand Paul's penny plan, where I can't remember the exact details of it, but, I was reading through it a couple of weeks ago, and it just kind of makes sense to draw back the budgets of these organizations. And so, yeah, we owe that to our children and our grandchildren most of all. Like, we really need to take a hard look at where we're at and realize that this isn't sustainable. We cannot just dole out money to, every organization, every country in the world. It's we need to focus on making America better and our problems.
And we need a free market.
Free market would be good.
Yeah, because we don't have one.
No, not.
I know in my industry, we're getting construction, that kind of stuff. The green policies, the regulations that come down as the government tries to force this idea of greenness on us all.
Right.
Which, to me, if it's a great idea, there will be a market for it. The government trying to create the market, whether it's through tax incentives, a lot of we see is regulations. We do heating and air. I can't tell you how many times we've had to change refrigerant because they keep modifying what is legal, or having new requirements. It's just killing, it's killing our costs, our constructions, our trades by like 1,000 cuts. A lot of people ask me, well, what are you going to do at the local level for housing? It's like, well, here's one of the big problems. The biggest problem is a lot of the problems we see with the money is at the federal level.
Right.
They are killing the dollar value. We see the massive inflation in healthcare, which is all government. We see it in education, and we're seeing it in housing. There are things we can do at the state level, but it's like attacking a dragon with a box cutter, and I'm willing to jump in there and take a few slices. But it's so many nonsensical little policies. I think we can really attack it, but we're going to have to do a lot to make up for the damage that has been done.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of power on the state level, and people need to realize just how much
we can nullify.
We can nullify everything.
Yeah.
It does make it difficult to some extent with large manufacturing because, like you said, the federal government puts in all these regulations. California dictates what basically the rest of the country, and they force the rest of the country to follow what they want to do. But just need to still look at whatever cut you can make.
Do it.
1,000 cuts adds up,
Do it.
You can take down the giant with 1,000 cuts.
Well, and also I think it's important to remember the giant is made up of a bunch of bureaucrats.
Right.
If you are pushing enough of the policies, they will back down fairly quickly.
Right.
They will change their tune. A lot of these people want power. They want power, popularity, that kind of stuff. A lot of them are not true believers in what they're doing.
No, of course not.
So you push back. They're like, oh, yeah, of course, we were going to do that anyway.
Right.
It's like, okay, you weren't. But
right. No, I think, and then too, you get enough states that are like-minded and they
Hmm.
nullify these things, and then it nullifies whatever
It just
California
makes
does. It just makes it, I mean, there's manufacturing in all different states, and if they pass laws that say no, we're just not going to abide by this, do not follow the rules,